What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the B23 Financial Academy. We hope all of our videos have found you well thus far. This will be video 2 of our analytical video series, which will focus on the dollar index. In video 1, we did a forecast for gold of what we think may happen regarding the currency pair XAU USD or gold over the next 6 to 24 months. So this will be a slight follow-up to that, as well as explaining or showing new information regarding the dollar index and dollar pairs as a whole. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you're not, let's get started without any further waste of time. So right off the bat, I'm on the daily time frame, but I think I'll switch to, let's start on monthly. In fact, yeah, let's start on monthly. Monthly, what can we say about the dollar index? Okay, what I see immediately is we had this head and shoulder type pattern. We have, let me just change this to, where is it? There, right? Right here we have our left shoulder, excuse me, left shoulder, head, and then this would be our right shoulder. This would be our right shoulder. Or let me simplify it by doing this. Left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. The right shoulder has not broken the head, so the head and shoulder is still valid. So commonly, head and shoulders are known as reversal patterns. So what we are looking at here is a signal that the dollar index potentially has changed its trend or is reversing, because it's been in an uptrend for quite some time. I think since 2010, the dollar index has been just rapidly rising, and then now a head and shoulder pattern formed, and it seems as if the dollar index is dropping. That's on monthly. That's what we see on monthly. So now let's switch over to weekly. Maybe we might see something else. Okay, on weekly, immediately I see we had this type of channel. We had a channel going up, but then eventually the channel got broken. We had multiple touches here, here, around here, and then let's see, what were they retesting? Sorry about that. Okay, I wouldn't really classify it as resistance because I wouldn't say the true resistance, but where I would plot the resistance zone would be around here. They really haven't reached that area, so I wouldn't classify this as resistance. So I'll just delete this. So we had a channel going up, they went up. This entire strange move, this downward movement down and then movement up, was, I think, during COVID, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that. Yeah, it was started on the 16th of February, just when the pandemic was getting prevalent globally. So that's what happened there. The markets were crazy around that time. But then the aftermath or the result of that was the dollar index dropping. So that's the situation we find ourselves in currently. We're currently here. I'll zoom in shortly, but let's just zoom out. First, we still have that left shoulder, head, right shoulder here. Yes, it's kind of resistance, but not really. I wouldn't classify it as resistance. So since then, the dollar index has been dropping, and okay, well, one, there's supports here. I'll zoom in. We have support here. Prices touched this area quite a few times. So we classify this as support, similar to the video on gold. So since then, price has been bouncing. Now it's here. And I just noticed something. I'm not really sure if it, okay, it kind of does count. The same way we had a head and shoulder pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we said it's a reversal signal. It signifies a potential change in the markets. We have another head and shoulder here at this point. Okay, let me use the arrows. I think it'll be easy to see. We have a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, hence the upward movement right now. So let me also type this in. We have the left shoulder here. We have the head down here. We have the head down here. Let me do that. And then right shoulder here. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, or let me just do this. All right, so currently we have this inverse head and shoulder, hence why price is moving up rapidly. Maybe potentially to this price level because there's a left shoulder head. Maybe price will do something like that and then drop down, but we have to wait and see. So on daily, we have this inverse head and shoulder. The dollar index is moving up with momentum. Let's move to H4. Do that. Okay. On the 4-hour time frame, the dollar index is moving up. What else can we say? Similar to gold, we had touch up here, touch down here, and then the spike was retesting the same trend line as support, hence the move up. So let me show you why this is key. Look at how the dollar index is moving up. And now let's open, let's say USD JPY. USD JPY. The dollar index basically tells you the strength of the dollar against the other major currency pairs. So if the dollar index is going up or strong, the other currency pairs have to go down by default. So let's look at this. The dollar index is going up, so we would expect USD JPY to also go up, or to mirror or mimic the dollar index. Hence, this is what we're seeing now. This was also caused by what we call FOMC, or the interest rate of the dollar being announced. This was at, it's a news event. So let me just type that in. It was the interest rate of the dollar being announced. It was at 8 p.m. South African time. I'm not really sure what it may be in your time zone, but this entire move up was caused by that. You can look on forexfactory.com or investing.com to see what time the news event was at. I just like to use forexfactory.com. So since I move up, let's check how many pips that it's been moving. So thus far, price has moved 800 pips. And if you're wondering, yes, we did trade it. Yes, we entered early. Yes, we did murder this trade, and many others. So this entire move is FOMC, or the interest rates of the dollar being announced. Let's switch back to the dollar index. Dollar index is going up. US index going up. USD JPY going up. Conversely, let's look at AUD USD, for example. If USD is going up, then AUD by default has to go down. That's how it works. Hence is why in the gold analysis, or the video that we did on gold, when I said we expect gold to break its highest high or to continue rallying up, it was due to what we are seeing on the dollar index. If the dollar index continues to rise, then gold by default will drop. That would mean our analysis was wrong, but we'll have to wait and see what happens then. So here we had a 800 pip drop as well. So AUD USD down because the dollar index is up. I hope it makes sense. Let's view one more chart. Metals, spot energy, no. And this shows metals, okay. Gold. Gold should be down, and it is. This entire move was FOMC. It's the interest rate of the dollar being announced. So if the dollar index viewed it as positive, naturally gold has to drop. So long term, what do we think may happen with the dollar index? This is just a personal opinion. It is not meant to be taken as a signal in any form or any capacity. Currently, this is what we're dealing with. I acknowledge that. My guess is that price will continue moving to this price level, and this will be the key zone to watch. I'm not saying anything around here. This will be the key zone to watch here. This will be the key zone to watch. I'm expecting something like that, and then a further drop. Obviously, I could be wrong. The dollar index could continue rallying up. We just have to wait and see what it does. It may come to this resistance area here. Who knows? All I can say is trade accordingly, trade according to what you think may happen. You could be right, I could be wrong, we could be wrong, you could be right. It's just a matter of trading psychology and probability. Something like that may happen. We may have further drop down, or the dollar index can just continue to rally up. Let me just do this. Okay. Anything is possible. We just have to wait and see what actually happens over the coming weeks or this coming week. We will continue to monitor the dollar index as well as gold on the Telegram group. It's on the bottom left corner of your screen. That's a Telegram link where we'll monitor this analysis as well as others. There's a lot we share on the group, not just Forex videos, but pictures, quotes, as well as books to read for trading psychology, as well as enhancing your mind in terms of how to approach trading. So feel free to subscribe to the Telegram link or the group. It's free of charge. There's no hidden fees, hidden costs. It's just free. Also, please leave a like on the video if you've learned something of value. Subscribe if you're new. It's been Mr. Billionaire 23 signing out.